There's a few Silent Hill projects in the works, and we've heard very little about them, besides the fact that the remake of the second title will be unfaithfully adapted as the developers admitted to adding their vision with a new script and endings. But it looks like Ascension is also facing some troubles behind the scenes because they showed a teaser of it at San Diego Comic-Con that has now leaked online, and disappointed fans are roasting it. I have a few things to show off, but before we get into the topic, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media so you can see when my content is posted. And if you enjoy the videos and live streams I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon or a supporter via YouTube memberships. So starting with this GameRanks article, leaked Silent Hill Ascension footage leaves fans mixed. Yes, people are very mixed on this footage right now because it's definitely not what you would expect. When I think of Silent Hill, I think of ominous, I think of psychological horror, I think of a bit of a thriller, I just think of a lot of things that this game is not showing us so far. It says there is plenty of hype built up over Silent Hill again. Fans went years without anything new for the franchise. After the split between Kojima and Konami, the last Silent Hill project was scrapped, and that started a long hiatus, but that's finally over, as last year Konami unveiled a slew of projects being worked on, including a remake of their beloved Silent Hill 2. Now, Silent Hill 2 is a game I would love to see a good remake of, but unfortunately, we have seen very, questionable news surrounding it. I have made a few videos on it. I will leave the latest one linked down below, but it just sounds like it is going to be an unfaithful adaptation. They, admitted that they were adding their vision to the game with a new script, new endings, changes to characters, which definitely is a turnoff for me. But it says, however, one of the games that is slated to come out soon for the IP has left fans divided. That division is still just as strong with the recent footage leak of Silent Hill Ascension. Now, if you do not know what Silent Hill Ascension is, we actually saw the official full trailer reveal a bit over a month ago for it. It is a 1 minute 25-second clip, and while it has 252,000 views in a month, which is not bad, people were very divided on this full trailer as well. As you can see, 8.1k likes to 4.7k dislikes, so not quite a ratio, but you're definitely getting up there. And now that this new footage has leaked, people are even more divided on the direction that they're going with this. Now, I cannot show the clip itself, as yes, it was shown at San Diego Comic-Con, but we do not know to what size audience or who was in the audience. We only know that this has been released and it does seem real. There are other people in the industry confirming that it's real, but basically there are these two women talking, with one saying, "You came to me to get away from the ugliness of the world," and they begin this big ritual where they talk about wanting to be pure, and one character, Rachel, decides that she doesn't want to do it anymore. But the occultist says, "No, you have to, and obey the foundation and complete the oath. The blight needs to be cut out," and boom, it ends with them summoning a big tentacle monster, and then the cutscene ends, and this obviously has sparked a lot of controversy because it just doesn't look like Silent Hill. Now, we obviously cannot fully judge this because the quality of this clip, of this cutscene, was not very good, right? It was like from a cell phone. People were just videoing it from their probably iPhone and then uploaded it to the internet. But the animations look extremely stiff, but to me, the writing stands out the most, and not in a positive way. People, don't want to be told things, they want to experience things, and this lays out everything in black and white, which I think will leave a lot to be emotionally desired, because even though this is one clip, it's still a clip they felt was strong, or else they wouldn't be showing it off. They're not going to show off mediocre work, especially when it comes to a franchise like Silent Hill. The music also sounds okay. I mean, it doesn't sound all that fantastic, but it's hard to really judge given the quality. And it overall just seems very middling, right? The game doesn't seem all that impressive, not just from this little cutscene, but also the official trailer we saw a month ago, it's just not painting a very good picture so far, and honestly, it just looks kind of generic. It's a trailer you'd expect from Until Dawn, The Quarry, or even The Medium, not Silent Hill. It makes everything so obvious. It hands you the information you need instead of letting you experience it like the other titles. If you went back and watched the original Silent Hill 1 or 2 trailers, you wouldn't feel this way that they're just handing you everything you need to know. It was very ominous and obviously very psychologically driven, like Silent Hill has always been. Of course, themes of trauma and guilt were, always part of Silent Hill, but in the first full trailer we saw that I showed, they literally say, your guilt, it's so thick, it chokes the air. It's like they traded that creepy uncertainty for the occult and boom, scary monster in your face like Resident Evil. And I love Resident Evil. It is one of my favorite franchises of all time, but it's very clearly about killing monsters, where Silent Hill was more psychological. You have to find out who and what the monsters are, and I just don't get that vibe from these, pieces of footage at all. And as it says, people are very divided on this now. People are doing the memes, just shaking their heads, saying, no way. The old Silent Hill trailers were so well made, akin to psychological horrors like Lost Highway, but this just looks very basic. This feels more and more like another chapter in the Western developers' botched Silent Hill book. Now, when I've talked about the Silent Hill 2 remake, I've mentioned how it is being developed by Bloober Team, who has done things like The Medium and Blair Witch, very just kind of mediocre projects in general, and that is a big reason why I don't have a lot of faith with them with Silent Hill 2. But honestly, this developer is even worse because Silent Hill Ascension is being made by Genvid Entertainment, who has done virtually nothing. They've done DC Heroes United, Borderlands Echo Vision Live. They are doing The Walking Dead Last Mile, Pac-Man Community, Rival Peak, all very mobile game titles, and then boom, Silent Hill Ascension. So with Bloober Team, at least they have a history of horrors, and they like to say psychological horrors, even though their horror games are just kind of like generic monster games. But you've got this group of developers who've done nothing like this before, so there's really no reason to have a lot of faith in this project. I feel like it's going to be more of a Telltale series where it's going to be narrative-based. I would gamble that there's not even going to be all that much gameplay in this. It's just going to be an interactive movie, but we have a lot of questions at this point when it comes to Silent Hill Ascension and not a lot of answers, and I obviously want this to be good. Maybe these scenes that we saw at San Diego Comic-Con make perfect sense for the game, and we will get a title that is Silent Hill, but this doesn't show that off, and many people are now very skeptical when it comes to this title. There's a lot of red flags that people have for it, and I want this to be good, but I just have a lot of worries at this point in time regarding Silent Hill Ascension. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this and of course found it important and informative, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.